Those cliffs are looking mighty vermilion. We should head over and investigate.
I agree.
Have you ever wanted to visit a national monument that feels like it's actively trying to ghost you, where the trails require lottery permits, the roads require therapy afterwards, and the signage consists mostly of not telling you where things are? Welcome to Vermilion Cliffs National Monument, the only federal land where your GPS will say, "I can't believe that satellites fly over this place." Vermilion Cliffs National Monument covers a staggering 293,689 acres. That's nearly 460 square miles, roughly the size of Los Angeles. We're doing a clockwise loop from Page that covers around 125 miles total, depending on how lost you get, which the monument strongly encourages. Before any responsible visit, you try for the wave, the Mona Lisa of sandstone. To see it, you must win a permit through a system designed to 1. Protect the landscape, and 2. Crush your dreams. Here's the deal. 64 total people are permitted each day. 32 online, available to everyone on Earth. 32 walk-in, available to everyone with a short drive of Kanab or Page, which is basically locals in disguise. We applied, paid the $6 non-refundable application fee. We lost. We're fine, really. We're not crying. The sand just got in our eyes. Next time we'll buy Powerball tickets. They're cheaper, have better odds, and the payout is bigger. So we went to Plan B, White Pocket. The waves quieter, equally gorgeous. I don't need your validation, cousin. Our adventure begins in Page, heading southwest on Highway 89 for about 14 miles until we reach the turnoff toward Marble Canyon and the historic Navajo Bridge. Here at mile marker 14 of our journey, the Colorado River starts carving what many consider the first official slices of the Grand Canyon. Stand on the bridge, look down. Some quick mental math makes you realize that if you dropped your camera, you'd be treated to about 5.5 seconds of sheer regret watching it head for the river. Except for the much newer bridge at Glen Canyon Dam, this was once the only bridge across the Colorado River for hundreds of miles in either direction. From Navajo Bridge, we drive east on Highway 89A about 25 miles, cruising below the towering cliffs that gave the monument its very colorful name. We pass Cliff Dwellers Lodge, a place we concluded that would never be visited by Elmer Fudd or Barbara Walters.
Cliff Dwellers Lodge.
Take it from the son of immigrants. English can be a tricky language. We arrive at House Rock Road, an unpaved north-south superhighway by monument standards. We turn right and head north for about 14 miles, the last stretch of road that resembles anything maintained after the Truman administration. You'll see dust, condors, more dust, maybe a rock shaped like a rabbit, but possibly also dust. At the 14-mile point, we turn right onto Pine Tree Road. There are no signs telling you to do this. In fact, the only sign in the area is on a nearby spur that says, "This is not the road to White Pocket." How upset was the person who put up that sign? From here, it's about 10 miles of sand, rock, ruts, and occasional existential dread. About halfway in, that's when we encounter our first sign actually for White Pocket. Near a small ranch, we turn left onto what geologists would call the deep sand zone, or golfers simply call a trap. The part of the road where your vehicle's survival depends on high clearance, four-wheel drive, traction boards, air compressor, tow straps, a shovel, and therapy afterward. Luckily, our Land Rover has a sand mode, which we activated with the confidence hoping would raise the suspension to the maximum height, adjust the throttle map to the Don't Bury a Tire setting, and disable traction control, what to off-roaders is known as the Strand Me device. Navigation here is a choose-your-own-adventure, where all wrong choices involve getting stuck, lost, or meeting cows who seem very judgy about your life decisions. This is not a place for rental sedans. If you show up in a Chevy Malibu, the desert will simply absorb you, and no one will ever see you again. White Pocket is otherworldly, a cross between Mars, melted marble, and an abstract art exhibit curated by gravity.
It's otherworldly.
Otherworldly. You heard it straight from her. And she wouldn't lie about a thing like that. A photographer's paradise, a geologist's fantasy, a rental car company's nightmare. One section looks like a fossilized brain. Perhaps this is where the area gets its name White Pocket. We walked the full loop, about 1.5 miles, taking in formations that look like they're melting ice cream, alien brains, and landscapes Dr. Seuss would have sketched on a long flight. I'm not sure there's a lot of places that match White Pocket for just acres of weird. Some geologists believe the formations were created by soft sediment deformation during the Jurassic era, a rare phenomenon that involved the twisting of saturated sand before it solidified. I believe we're hopelessly lost.
What?
The area's ranchers used it as a watering hole in the early 1900s, and you can still see the erosion marks where herds cross the rock formations, showing us the easiest way to hike across the formation. And the view west of White Pocket. Somewhere down there is some lottery winners hiking the wave. But they're missing this. Losers. They lost by winning.
And we won by losing.
We even flew the drone for wide shots because A, it's allowed here, and B, we earned this. It's here where we don't feel like lottery losers who were bilked out of $6 on what feels like a terrible wager. Just be aware that there are 0 visitor services here. No water, no trash cans, no restrooms, and certainly no bistro with a patio view of the rock formations. We did notice that many of the visitors were here with guided tours, traveling on some serious off-highway vehicles. We visited in October, which was a great time to visit since it wasn't too hot or too cold like summer and winter. You can see why the area is considered one of the best areas for astrophotography because it has 0 light pollution, so the strange rock formations would provide a great background for Milky Way photography. I'm certain I wouldn't want to do this drive in the dark, so if you plan on visiting for early morning or late afternoon golden hours, just pack enough stuff to spend the night. What's more fun than driving into sand? Driving back out of it. It's more fun because now you're confident that your car can tackle this road. Our only doubts came when we had to swerve off the single-track road onto a sandbank to avoid the head-on collision with an oncoming truck. Luckily, our car in sand mode is way more capable than we are. It's another 10 miles of sand surfing and rocky road driving, returning north to House Rock Road. Back on the park's main road, we head 8 miles north to the Wire Pass Trailhead, gateway to the wave. Here's where the lucky few begin their pilgrimage. At least the experience didn't make us bitter. You'll also find a toilet, perhaps paid for by the funds of unsuccessful lottery entrants. We keep heading north on House Rock Road for about 17 miles, until, sweet mother of infrastructure, we reach pavement again. Your tires will thank you, your kidneys will thank you, your passengers will consider forgiving you. We turn right in just about 2 miles to reach the Toadstools trailhead, a short hike to whimsical hoodoos where giant stones balance on skinny stalks, like they're trying to impress Instagram. It's one of the few easy hikes in the entire monument, which is probably why the monument placed it all the way on the top, far from the roads that eat cars for breakfast. Continuing on Highway 89, we glide past Amangiri, a resort so expensive that staying in Page is like getting free room on board, within rounding error. Then we cross the bridge at Glen Canyon Dam, a massive engineering marvel, only a few feet shorter than Hoover Dam, but more than 100 feet wider. It makes you appreciate what humans can do when they're not building paved roads in Vermilion Cliffs. Vermilion Cliffs National Monument is vast, inaccessible, unsigned, unpaved, and bafflingly hard to visit. Barriers include a heavily biased permit lottery, no paved roads anywhere, sand traps disguised as roads, no visitor center, almost no campgrounds, minimal signage, a huge portion of the monument inaccessible to normal vehicles, trails tens of miles down a rough road, and deep sand requiring special equipment. But yet, it's magnificent. It's raw. It's real wilderness, the kind that rewards the determined and swallows up the unprepared. If you want to explore here, and you should, rent a real 4x4 with the clearance of a mountain goat and the attitude of a Coors beer commercial, because Vermilion Cliffs may pretend it doesn't want visitors, but it's one of the most spectacular hidden gems in the Southwest. If you happen to know the statistics of the Wave Lottery, please leave your estimate of the odds of getting a permit in the comments below. We're genuinely curious. If you like these types of videos, please like and subscribe. It really helps others find this channel. Thanks for watching.